All right, let's go. Attempt number 2 for the 5th and final game of this best of 3 show match. It is the Battle of Six Shamans, and we've got Nissi here in the cyan. We've got Rag in the red, in the black. Sorry, we've got Babo in the purple. I'm losing my bearings already.
It's going well.
We've got Loot in the red, who just crashed. Hope he doesn't crash again. We've got Keith in the yellow, and we've got Tunda in the green. This is basically 3v3, the new version of Dead Sea that's more aesthetically pleasing. It's going to be difficult to commentate because Dead Sea's difficult to commentate, and 3v3 and 2v2 in the first, but it's going to be really difficult. Lavenji, help! What we're going to? I was just going to play
out. So this is a map that is very troop-centric. So we will expect very fast warrior training huts from all players. But one notable difference, I think, unless you've changed the restrictions, is this map actually has preachers enabled.
They were not enabled. No,
they're not. Turn them off. Okay.
Default restrictions.
You killed the preacher.
I have.
So the only time I played this map, my experience is out the window, so I don't know what's going to get. If there are no preachers enabled, then yes, you will see very fast warrior training huts as well as multiple warrior training huts. General rule of thumb for Dead Sea is to have more warrior training huts than your opponent can have tornadoes.
Well, I was just saying that. We've got Tunda, no warrior hut, Loot Hill, no warrior hut, green, yellow. Keith does have one, but we've got Rag with a warrior hut, Baba with a warrior hut, and Nissi not. So right now Nissi's trying to get one on the top. He's building out with towers, but we do have a lot of wildmen still to convert around these stone heads. Towers are coming up from green. Green's actually blasting black's towers while he tries to get his own.
Getting into base right here. Just going to slip right on.
Yeah, right straight in there. And Tunda's not actually got any warrior hut yet. Why has he not got a training hut? Same for red. They had them first last time. Their first game plan last time was like Loot Hill had a fire warrior hut. It's only key to the warriors. This could cost them the entire show match.
You know what? I don't have to worry about viewership quality to stream. I'm going to Burview.
Yeah, Burview is going to be very helpful to see what's going on. Still, no warrior hut for green. A shaman has died. I don't know whose it was, but black is still in green space. Green's on the top. They're trying to get a warrior hut up, I think. Yeah, trying to get it there.
Pink is in yellow space as well. Getting inside the warrior training up. Pink trying to protect the warriors. Nissi getting in on top of those warriors. Gets a direct blast onto 3 of the warriors. Two shamans in Keith's base, and Keith is down.
Oh, Keith, 2 shamans in Keith's base. Keith's got the warrior hood up, but he's got men here trying to build another one. They're going to get blasted. Yes, they are. Keith's running his men across the ravine, it might be called. Nissi hasn't got his warrior hood yet. He's almost got 2 up, though. Whilst Babo's actually got 5 warrior hood up, and he's going to start getting some train, fill the towers that he's actually built. And well, Loot Hill's built right next to Babo, but he's still Loot Hill, no trading hut. We've got Tunda with 1 now, but he's got 3 warriors heading straight his way. They are unprotected though, so he should be able to stop them.
No, his shaman's going to walk away from them. No, she is going to change her mind.
Rag Shaman's actually coming across now, being held up by a brave. We've got Nissi building a tower next to the Bloodlust stone head. Meanwhile, he's just got 2 warrior hood up now. Babo here taking a beating. I think, or was that Keith's men? I don't know what's going on there. Give us a population count. Give us a population count, because I feel like it's Team Omega who might have already lost this game.
Yeah, they have. It's 72 for Team Alpha, 49 for Team Omega. Tandar on 14, Loot Hill on 15, Keith on 20, Nissi on 33, Babo on 17, Rag on 22.
Yeah, just no warriors out. No warrior output from Omega. Look. Nissi's been allowed just to start building everywhere. He's building everywhere. He's got his 3rd warrior hood coming up now, so he hasn't actually trained warriors until now. He hasn't needed to. He hasn't been pressured.
Yeah, we're sort of getting into why I don't enjoy Dead Sea, because I'm not a player that can build fast, and as you can see, if you don't build fast...
He's surrendered already.
If you don't build fast, you lose. And yeah, we're 4 minutes, 30 seconds into this game, and it's over.
He surrendered. There was just no... Keith's got to be asking himself, why didn't red and green make trading huts early on?
See, I could expect it from Loot Hill. Loot Hill's not a veteran of these maps. He doesn't particularly like these kinds of maps. But Tunda is a player who plays Dead Sea.
But even in the crash just before this game, Lutil went straight for a fire warrior hut and a warrior hut, and this time he went for huts.
I don't know what to say. There's no excuses that can be made. Keith just gives up, leaves the game. Tundar going to be angry at Keith, I suspect, because Tundar's the kind of guy that really likes to stick into tough games and try to make a comeback.
Keith got doubled out really early by 2 shamans.
For the sake of his base, perhaps, but from looking at the pop graph, Keith was the highest pop leader on his team, so for him to just surrender like that.
So Keith surrendered with the most pop.
My game just crashed. My game just absolutely obliterated itself.
Oh well. Keith's in the.
Can you hear me still?
I can still hear you. Keith's in the stream chat now.
Excellent.
Thunder's still trying to hang on when he gets blasted by Nisi. Nisi has built really quickly. Lots of troops coming out now from Lutil, trying to spread out, but his main base is really, really small. Again, the Team Omega didn't even pick bases, so they just said, put us anywhere, and that's what we've done. And I mean, Keith was here, closest to Nisi. Got killed by Nisi and Babel, has a smaller base as well. Could have done more, I think. Tundra and Lutil just didn't make any troops at the start of the game.
I also think, Populous, when it comes to our tournament, people have quite a relaxed attitude to them. And I'm only talking about this because the game's pretty much decided anyway. People don't prepare. They've had these maps for 2 weeks now. Yep. They could have been playing this. They could have had their team. They could have put in some practice and really developed a strategy to go into. But they don't. They just go, I'll show up at the playing. It'll be fine. Yeah,
you're exactly right. And that's one thing I don't like. Even when you hosted a $1,000 tournament, there was still little practice by the players. Which is a shame. I mean, because they used to play the same maps over and over, but this is completely different. I'm saying if a team had practiced it, just practice an opening, You don't have to practice the entire game, just an opening, know how you're going to start. Pick your base colours. They gave me the colours, we'll play any base, so that indicates they haven't practiced the map at all. So I did tell them, 2 weeks in advance, they would be able to choose their bases, and they could have, okay, Lutil will have the green base because he's practiced opening this way and this way and this way, and that is a possibility, but they just obviously chose not to, and now we're complaining that the game was bad when ultimately it's down to lack of preparation there, isn't it? It's their own fault.
Yeah, exactly. Any other sort of competitive element, people, when they know their opponent weeks in advance, okay, for other RTSs you have different things like factions and stuff like that to prepare for. But they're still in there and they're preparing for that variance. They know their next match is against a particular faction. They're preparing to play against that faction. And I think Populous players could benefit, especially the competitive scene for me and yourself as tournament hosts, if they practiced, if they went, do you know what, I'm going to experiment. If I open with 3 huts and a warrior training hut, does that mean my warriors are too late? Can I open 2 huts and a warrior training hut? Do I have to open warrior training hut first? Trying to squeeze out tiny advantages by just playing with build orders is something that Populous as a community doesn't do versus other real-time strategy games.
Yeah, and even on this map, knowing which stoneheads do what, where the wild men spawn and congregate, those things give you the advantage. If your team is prepared, the other team hasn't, that's an additional advantage. No matter how good, how skilled you are, you've got the edge initially because you've got the preparation. But now the team have done that, and this game has just come down to raw skill, I think.
I mean, even our winning team is not framed with the stoneheads. They probably still don't even know what's in them. Yeah. And
I don't think it's a case of throwing money as a prize bill, because it doesn't seem to encourage people at all.
No, the money definitely isn't what incentivizes people to prepare. I think, I don't know, more people need to believe that they can take down Nisi, for one. You know, people need to go into an element of competition believing that they will beat Nisi, that they can take him down. And even this, you know, these three, out of chance, they took 2 games, you know, and it wasn't chance, there was some good plays.
Yeah, I mean, Keith was saying that beforehand, you're not looking forward to going against Nisi, but we've seen that in a 3v3 he's not as strong because there are 3 tribes. In a 2v2, he's half the game, but he's only a third of the game in this, you know, and we saw on Gin Tonic he wasn't in all the best places he could have been. He wasn't as much of a threat as he is in the maps that he's known for playing. And he's played the same maps for 10 plus years. When you throw these in the mix, everyone has to learn. Well, there we go. That was the 3v3 show match. Should we do some? Should we do?
Hello, everyone.
Some interviews.
I suppose we should, shouldn't we? That would be the professional thing to do.
Yeah, I suppose we haven't got a choice now. The Keith just bombarded the Discord channel.
Thought it'd be appropriate as the final game ends to come back in.